Strange town. Strange. And also a town. The one neighborhood I played often growing up, even more so than Pleasant View and Belladonna Cove combined. Aliens, ghosts, science experiments, what makes Strange Town strange. I'm Stardust Wyvern, and speaking of strange, let's take a look at this lot. Aside from no house being present, what seems to be strange here? It probably doesn't help that Olive is our neighbor. She may have thought about something like this at some point, but I don't know what for. Certainly not for any missing Sims now, no. Okay, so what's the deal with this lot then? Well, let's take a look above. Oh, aha. A hole. No, not the insole. Down in a hole. Don't know if any residents can be set free, but let's take a look at the resident here. Why, none other than Lane Stanley. No, not to be confused with Lane Staley, former lead singer of Alice in Chains, God rest his soul. How did he get down here? How did he build his house down here? How did he do anything down there? Well, whatever the reason, at least he has a home. Him, all just by himself. No one else to disturb his peace. Until he met this excavator, left behind by his crew. Literally was told to bugger off, being that his name is Mason Buggeroff. No surprise that had to happen. Trying to find his way out, he stumbled upon this massive hole, and a house as well. This caught Lane by surprise, and now he has to do whatever to get out, but Lane will let him chill at his place. Before we begin this challenge, I need to cover some things first. This challenge was inspired by AmbiguousAmphibian's The Sims 2 Underground video, so a shout out to him by the way, in which he had to dig a massive hole in the lot and dig his way out of that hole, either by filling in the land or by building a house to the top. The latter part is out of the question since there is already a house there and it's only for Lane. We're gonna take a third option. Another step, if you will. Stairs, my friends. Now for a set of rules on my take of this crazy challenge. Number 1. The household must be at the very bottom of the lot. So move objects on and moving them below will solve that. But no move objects on for moving Sims to the top or anywhere else on the lot after. But the cheat can be used for fixing stuck objects if needed. Number 2. No simoleon cheats, like Motherload or Family Funds. Family Funds will be used at the very start to set it down to 0, or pretty much close to 0, and then buy something very cheap to set it to 0. Number 3. Cash must be gotten from either painting or by digging for treasure and selling dug up goods. You might see a little extra cash later on for reasons. I'll explain later. Number 4. Mr. Humble's computer cannot be sold for extra cash. You can use it for yourself, keep it wrapped up, sell the present with the computer still inside of it, but you cannot sell the computer itself. Number 5. You cannot sell any of the furniture that was on the lot to begin with. That is Lane's property, not yours, Mason. Think of The Sims 2 for the console, where public property cannot be sold. Anything you buy from the catalog, buried goods, easel paintings, can be sold, however. Number 6. Lane's room is off limits. The only place you'll be sleeping is either on the couch or in that small little bedroom. Little advice, you probably should lock it from Lane because free will is stupid. In fact, speaking of Lane, here's number 7. He will not be controlled or looked at all while in live mode. And finally, number 8. You don't have to get Lane out of the ditch after the challenge is done by digging your way out of there. Whether he wants to walk up and out is up to free will to decide. Added bonus should it happen. Do you have that all down? Good, let's begin the challenge. Well, let's hope you like mostly top-down and sort of quiet gameplay, because that's what it's going to be from here on out. Before we begin actually working, we're going to satisfy a few wants. Maybe play a little kicky bag if we are, well, if we're quick enough, of course. And I could just watch TV there, but oh well. Change your PJs and probably play a little. Ah, we got the TV thing back. Nice. Okay, well that's out of the way, over and out with. Let's have Mason do some dirty work. Well, hands-on work. Hands-on, actually getting dirty work. Not illicit, you know, not something like this, of course. God, no. He is not a criminal. He is a hard-working, honest man. Just trying to get his way out of here. Not really much that Trevor can do, or any other sim. I also did a little bit of changes here, so this is blocked off and that's down below, so that disposing of anything won't be such a fucking mess for any of these sims. Because I noticed in the practice run that Lane was just trying to get the garbage and then couldn't do it because the garbage was out there and he's down there, and it was hell. But it's all good. We should have this in the bag, maybe. Perhaps. We just gotta keep on digging and digging. We could probably do some paintings if we wanted, but that's one of the few ways of making money. And no, we are not going to open this present. If we do open it, we have to keep Mr. Humble's computer inside, or you have to use it. Cannot sell it. Part of the challenge rules, as mentioned earlier. Lane will be uncontrollable. I'm not going to bother with Lane. This is his house, not mine. I'll let him serve some food up. Oh. Now I understand. It's because that happened. Alright. Well. Oops. I should grab another plate. Probably shouldn't, actually. Save them just in case, you know. In case we need some more. Probably don't need to pull the weeds. We'll let Lane do all that. If he won't do it, then I will. Or Mason will. Starting at $0. A decent little start, I will say. Uh-oh. Well, that's easy. As for all this treasure, 1,000 simoleons. That is certainly not enough to get out of this ditch. We would need a whole lot more money than that. So, keep on digging. The one problem with digging, well, for treasure of course, is that you're gonna run into a pipeline or few. If you happen to be unlucky, that is. Ooh, treasure! I wasn't expecting that. Right on the first kind of deal, and we get the treasure. It's probably downtown, but eh. Well, you go take a shower, and you go get the leftovers, while Lane does some chess and all that stuff. Actually, no. We'll focus on his chess session. His chession. Focus on his social, focus on everything, and build up Build up a lot of things. Oh wait, whoops, I forgot to get the other stuff in case Lane wanted some. I guess he doesn't want any. Well, more for me then. And if that's the case, we'll just keep on digging. No, don't go to bed yet. Still got some cleaning up to do, sir. Okay, now you can go to bed. We'll let Lane clean up that mess. And first thing in the morning, we're just gonna dig for treasure. Speaking of treasure, I want to see if he's gonna get another plate to eat. Probably just in case. Hope you don't gain any pounds in the process. Oops. Alright, now we have... Oh, nice. Well, I forgot to mention this, but, well, probably might have mentioned this in the beginning, but I'll mention it again anyway, but I have included the solar panels as a way of making that Lane's income, and also just, I don't want to have to bring the mailbox down here or the mail carrier or some shit like that. I don't know how this was gonna work, so I decided just do that. I don't want anything here repossessed. Not today. And besides, this is Lane's house. Like I said. Oh, hey, nervous? Well, that's the one thing we could hear, at least above. Yeah. Above ground. Stopped in your tracks there, man? What's the matter? For a moment, I thought it was like the unsavory charlatan, but I don't think he appears on residential lots. Well, I mean, without testing cheats enabled, of course. Oh, hey, more buried treasure. Wow, buried treasure right there. Twice. This hole is getting me all the good stuff. How much can we go until the pipeline breaks? Well, I guess until that much. Well, there goes that pipe. That's no problem though, we can fill that in just very shortly. Don't bother freaking, just get some food. Probably need some food. Oh, really? Don't think, just because we're zoomed out doesn't mean I didn't see that. Because I saw that 100%. And that was like right near Lane as well. He's gonna really just have a bad time now. Probably because Mason just, oh god, his diet. You get some food as well there, sir. Talk. Well, that is after he's done with his thing. Talk. Chat. Yes. Chat a little. Didn't really mean to cook, but oh well. Well, since all that's good to go, sell those very last. A chest full of pretty shiny things. Now sold. I'm unsure if 14,000 is enough to dig our way out of this mess. Or build the stairs out of here. A stairway to heaven. Or at least to the overworld. Not under, below this ground and stuff. Also, I meant to juggle the bottles, but I forgot to, but we'll just do that real quick. Nice. A rock. Got some goodies. Or some junk, I guess. If we're just finding rocks and stuff. And bones. Oh, there goes that pipeline. We'll just fill it in, fine. Be like that. Oh wait, yeah, I probably should have him take a shower for sure. And then we'll just join on in the session. Oh, nice that Lane got some food. That's pretty good. But how much money do we have? How much money can we get? Well, to get out of this place, of course. Well, why don't you look at that? We have finally got out of that predicament and into a nice little situation here. For the moment of truth, Mason needs to get up there, and I guess you can't get up there. Why is that? Could that be why? Really? Fucking really? Fine. We'll just, we'll do this. Well, after you get out of the way, for one. Maybe it's this, maybe it's this, who knows. Alright, now, does this work? Moment of truth. Speed this up. For obvious reasons. Well, it's time for Mason to bugger right off. Or in this case, to bugger off. Like his last name, of course. We'll let him do all this, just let him go, and yeah. Now, Lane is not coming along, but he's apparently making his way up. Oh, that's why, because he wanted to recycle that. Well, Lane, looks like it's just you. Not to sit on that angry chair now. At least he's out of that hole. Not down in the hole anymore. He knows that he can be set free. And so can Mason. But that should be it for this little wacky challenge. I will catch y'all later for the next playthrough or the next video in general.